a few more rainbows by the time the weekend is over, and that's because we've got plenty of moisture streaming up into the Pacific Northwest. We are going to be looking at some high dollar snow totals across portions of the Cascades, and we do have winter storm warnings in effect for the spine of the Cascades. Winter weather advisory is in place for much of Idaho, and actually a winter storm watch for the Medford area. That's our next round of wet weather that comes in for next week, even in some locations, really from Saturday continuing through Tuesday. Let's address our first system. It's cold front that slides across the area through the night tonight and into tomorrow morning. Really increases our mountain snow potential in the Cascades, but also in the Rockies, seeing some rain down into those lower elevations along and west of I-5. Snow will continue through the day on Thursday, and that colder air is going to prime us for our next system that arrives into the weekend. And here's another kind of quick burst of energy through Friday and into parts of Saturday. So staying very active up into the northwest with multiple waves of energy streaming through. You can see our model hinting in the Cascades upwards of 2 feet of snow. Same goes for parts of Idaho. Much needed moisture, especially farther inland, as we do still have that ongoing drought. Coastal areas, that's where we'll see the best opportunity for accumulating rain. We'll have to watch area burn scars for the risk of flooding. Meanwhile, all this pink is a little bit of icing concerns we'll see mostly across the higher peaks. But excessive rainfall threat today for the rest of the day lies across I-5 and points to the west from Eugene to Coos Bay down towards Medford. Overnight tonight, generally in the 30s and 40s. Tomorrow, we don't budge much. We're only into the 40s for highs. And then Friday, we start to cool things down. Bend, 36, Baker City, 33, Boise at 39. We get into the 30s for Monday and Tuesday for Portland, and likely to see some accumulating snow in the city of Portland on Tuesday. Now, this forecast definitely subject to change, so check back in with us, especially as we head past the holiday and get some of that high-resolution data. But we're looking at a pretty significant push of cold air. In fact, Pocatello extended forecast 9 on Wednesday, and that would certainly support the snow Monday into Tuesday. Meanwhile, into the northern and central Rockies, we do have those winter weather alerts in place for parts of western Wyoming for our first round of snow that really becomes a lot more widespread during the day on Thursday as that frontal boundary sweeps across the area. Steady, heavy snow for I-80 throughout Christmas Eve day. That's going to create the concerns for difficult travel, staying very unsettled in towards Friday night. And by Saturday morning, we've picked up on 2 to 3 feet of snow for parts of the Wind River Range, as well as the Tetons. So great for skiing, not great for traveling. 15, 84, parts of 80, 94, 90, even 25 could be really tough going. Any of those mountain roadways. Overnight tonight, 20s and 30s, highs tomorrow, 40s. So no big concerns there for accumulating snow. It's into Friday that we drop into the 30s and 20s for many that support that snowfall. For Casper, I think a lot of that moisture gets held up in the mountains, but the cold air doesn't. In fact, we'll be into the 30s Sunday into Monday and 20s by Tuesday into Wednesday. Finally, for Billings, you've got that wet weather on Friday, drier for the Christmas holiday, but colder too, 14, and then down into the single digits for highs by next week. Let's get down to Lake Tahoe and talk a little bit about the precip coming on the way, because more is expected.
More is expected. Some significant snow totals as we go through this active stretch of weather, really between now and Sunday. As a lot of active weather will be coming in, rounds of energy leading to heavy snow in the higher elevation areas and heavy rain along the coast. And this extends all the way down into places like Southern California and parts of Arizona. So just plan for travel hazards, plan for slow going. It's already going to be slow and cloudy because of the holiday, and then you add some significant snow on top of that, and that's going to cause some serious concerns, especially across the Sierra, where between now and Sunday could be seeing upwards of 12 feet of snow. But lots of winter alerts are in place for parts of California, Nevada, Utah, and then the western slope of Colorado for some of those significant snow totals. Lots of heavy rain, too, going to be snaking down from Northern California into areas like the Bay Area, Bakersfield, LA overnight, and some heavy snow continuing to make itself known as well. Really, though, once this cold front starts to push in into tomorrow, this is really into the afternoon and evening when we're going to see a lot of this snow activity ramp up and some of that really heavy rain. Look at what's happening from Bakersfield to LA to San Diego tomorrow afternoon. Extremely heavy rain. That will move into Nevada and then eventually Arizona, where on the cold side of the system, heavy snow for a lot of Utah, western Colorado, and into parts of Nevada, and then the Sierra Nevada too. The Central Sierra is still getting some of that heavy snow. And if you look back to the west into Friday morning, another round of energy coming in will lead to more snow across parts of northern California, while that first wave kind of wraps up and still brings some of those lingering snow showers for parts of the I-15 corridor, parts of I-70 across western Colorado, the Rockies in general, getting some more of that snow. And it really just doesn't seem to let up. We're going to be continuing to see a lot of this active weather linger around for the next couple of days. Heavy rain totals across the I-5 corridor and into parts of the Sierra, looking at like 3 to 5 inches possible. And then add on top of that, for the higher elevation areas, several feet of snow through Friday, especially for areas like Bridgeport and Bishop. Temperatures tonight going to be mainly in the 20s and 30s, enough to support some of that snow, although towards the Bay Area it will mainly be in the 50s. Next couple days, super active. Icons either showing rain or snow. You can see temperatures kind of generally either staying flat or taking a dive as we go through the next couple of days. And as we look at places like South Lake Tahoe, very active stretch here with temperatures, especially for Saturday, Sunday, and onwards in the 20s. That will support some significant snow accumulation as temperatures will stay well below freezing. Southern California, too, ending up with some serious rain totals, maybe upwards of 5 to 7 inches in some spots, and that includes places like Santa Maria down towards LA and San Diego. Lows tonight, mainly 40s and 50s, which is why as we go through the next few days, this precipitation will be rain as opposed to snow. But LA, even as we stay in the mid-50s through the rest of the week and into the weekend, we're going to see a lot of potential for rain. And here you see the 7-day forecast for San Diego, locked in with rain Thursday through Saturday. Maybe a dry day Sunday before more activity starts up on Monday. The Four Corners region, too, going to be picking up some serious snow, especially across the Salt Lake City area, I-15 over into western Colorado. Lows tonight below freezing. The next couple of days, very active. Just depends on where you are, whether it will be rain or snow, but expect travel concerns.
Super Amy just about sleeps.